All right, good morning. This is test number 3. We're going to be testing out our USB. Now, there are really only two symptoms that we tend to see with the USB being unplugged from the system. One is that you won't get a click from the relay because this is powering the board, and also you're going to have some motion-related issues. We're going to go ahead and break this apart. Now, I have a system that's currently being used on a 4x8 table here, and we're going to go ahead and show you what tests we're going to run to test specifically our USB. And as a side note, the serial port is also going to be moderately tested when we do this. So let's talk about the USB. The USB cable is right here. This is the USB, and it plugs to a port right inside of there. And I'm going to go ahead and unplug this cable here as well. Nope, I'm not unplugged. There we go. All right. So, USB down at the bottom, serial port at the top. Simple enough. All right. So, one thing that we do when we're testing our USB port is we actually open up the control box. Let's go ahead and open her up and take a look. Welcome to the inside of a Wright CNC control box. Yay. All right. One simple test that we like to run is just plugging it in. So we're going to take our USB cable. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the breakout board, and you're going to notice a small change on the breakout board. Let's plug that in right there. You're going to notice that the lights come on, IN4 comes on, and the power comes on as well. Again, things that you're going to notice when you do set this up. So if you're not getting those lights when you plug in the USB, then your USB is now either A, plugged properly into the back of the computer, or B, the wire itself is faulty, or the port on the computer is faulty, or the breakout boards. There's a lot of issues that could go in there, but we want to test out the ones that we can. The other thing that we can do is a little bit more of a basic test, which is we're going to plug in our serial port, and when we do, you're going to see a low voltage light come on. There we can see that there's power coming to the board off of the computer, and then when we plug in our USB, those lights should brighten up, and that allows us to see whether or not A, we're getting any connection from the serial, as well as getting connection from the USB. So test that out there. If you are running into other issues, another thing you can do, I'm going to show you the back side of this computer here, and we're going to go ahead and say we can take our USB cable here and actually put it into alternate ports. So you can set it to the port up there, or you can set it to the port down at the, there's multiple options there. Just switch them around, see if it maybe is the port on the computer. We don't want it to necessarily be that, don't get me wrong, but we do want to test to make sure that that's not the case. So that is how we test out the USB. If you have questions, shoot me a call. If you find that your USB is faulty, we can then take it to the next level of tests.